Chirico, Greg Olson. It's week 2 of this NFL season. A couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both teams 1-0, gotten off to a great start. Now you only got a week to turn the page, and you want to get into a normal rhythm week to week of what is a long NFL season. The better you start, the better it makes the end of the year when you find yourself in that playoff hunt. You want to get these early September games.
Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last 2 seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his 3rd season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the 1 interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. The NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a 1st down, a gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's across midfield, and more importantly, he's got the 1st down at the 49-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait until later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. Either way, I'm coming away with points.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, 49.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. That his 1st touchdown of the new year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
The 49ers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Man in motion here is Jennings. On 2nd down, Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch right side.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. 15 yards on the catch and run for the first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. A give now, it's Jones on the zone read. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They run it once more with Jones. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 4.
Darnold now to throw. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A gain there of 11. First down, Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. He'll find Aguilar, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4.
At the 8-yard line.
Throwing, Darnold. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have it just past their 25.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
The 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on first and 10. A give for McCaffrey running right. Can't fault the effort. He got half a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going? They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Third down, Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job out of the defense, and it's fourth down. 1 quarter in the books. The Niners have the early advantage. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The 49ers out for the punt. A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Third down and 9. Here's Darnold. A deep shot for Aguilar. Oh, and that ball's intercepted. Charvarius Ward with the pick. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too much air on it, and they're able to make a play, and they get themselves off the field.
The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. Thank God.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Another catch from there. Numbers starting to stack up in this one. Closing in on 100 yards, and we're still in the first half. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. He's got a books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Brandon Ayuk is able to move the chains, and I think he's someone, when you look back at last year, Mike, he took a huge step forward. Over 1,300 yards for the first time in his career. He just seems poised to have even a bigger year this time around.
This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
the 11-yard line.
Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he's into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. The next drive about to start. We'll remind you what's coming up here in week 2. A couple of good ones to look forward to. 2 good young quarterbacks going at it later tonight in Houston. The Bears and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, as the new-look Falcons head to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Kickoff there, 8:15 Eastern Time. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Darnold. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Now Darnold. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the give, it's Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
It's a short pickup, taking this to the 49. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Darnold to throw. And that is incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up. Here's Ryan Wright now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And before this drive starts, we'll take a look at the race as it stands to see who might take home the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year award. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Ivan Pace up to make that play. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Second down and 8. Purdy works out of the pistol. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often like that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Second and 7. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. With that, we'll take a look at the draft class from back in April. You see they went offense with their first selection, getting help at the wideout position, and they think they've got a guy who can develop into a big-time target as the years go on. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Niners offense ready to get back at it. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can start chipping away.
2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this first half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
The production has been sensational early on. The last catch putting him over 100 receiving yards, and we still have another half to play. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. And that is no good. He missed it, and they are not able to add on to their big lead. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it.